Hello everyone, my name is Niara, and the title of my speech is labeled Uniforms versus Students versus Schools. Contrary to what a lot of students may say or what other people may say, I believe that uniforms should be allowed in schools because it helps to easily identify students, it reduces bullying, it is more affordable long term. So to branch off of my first point of being easily to identify students, an example would be in the case of a fire. Say there was a fire spread out across the school and you're trying to group all your students, right? And you can easily label those students by what they're wearing. Say your uniform is white collared shirts. Seeing a young person with a white collared shirt, it would be very easy to identify them amongst the crowd of many people. And you can easily count your students, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see if somebody's missing or if somebody's running out, you'll be able to tell that that's a student from your school, your class. So that's a very important thing because unfortunately it's very common, not just fires, but all types of emergencies. Nowadays, there's school shootings that are more common than anything. And you want to make sure your students, you can save as many people as you can, and I believe uniforms play a key role in that because you can easily count off people by their shirt and what they're wearing. Another thing would be for school field trips. It kind of ties into the thing about the fire, but you can easily identify students by what they're wearing. Say you're in a field trip, you want to count off how many people are still with you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or a school field trip, say somebody wandered off, say if somebody went home, you'll be able to tell who that is, and you'll be able to tell who's missing, where they could be, somebody's in the bathroom, things like that. Just being able to easily identify students is very important for teachers, for staff, all faculty, even parents is super important. I also believe that uniforms helps with reducing bullying in schools. Especially in this day and age where social media is super everywhere, where it's like kids as young as 3, 4 years old, they have cell phones to go on social media. I feel like it helps with equality amongst students. A lot of what people are seeing on social media nowadays, especially younger kids, they're seeing these celebrities with all of this money and nice clothes and everything. So children, they copy what they see. So if you're seeing these older people, but you're seeing them on social media with these nice clothes, nice shoes, nice everything, you're going to want to mimic that as a child. So students take on that mentality and they'll see somebody their age who's not on that same level of them, or not on the same level, but on the same page as them in their head, is like, oh, like I need to dress like one of the celebrities that I see on television, on Instagram and social media. They're going to project that onto other students, and that's where bullying comes from. Some types of bullying will come from that. Be like, oh, you're not wearing the newest thing that this celebrity is wearing, like what are you doing? That's bullying. Or they'll be like, oh, your shoes are like, why you don't have the latest shoes? Why, new this, new that, you know? So with the uniform, everybody looks the same. So the chances of bullying, there are still chances of bullying, but most of bullying comes from what students are wearing. So I feel like that truly helps. Also, I believe that it helps with the long-term affordability for parents specifically. I know from personal experience that when I wear a uniform for school, I kind of remain the same size between ages 6 to 8, sixth grade through 8th grade, or ages 10 to 12, I remain the same size. So like I could reuse the uniform from last year because I'm like, oh, I'm still the same size, I can still use that, right? Whereas, you know, if I'm wearing my everyday clothing that is very, you know, it can be wear and tear, you know, fast fashion and everything. Uniforms are made to last, mostly. they're made to last. You know, you don't really get any holes in your shirt. You don't really get any, it's thicker. It's better. But yearly, the affordability is much better because you can rewear it for years to come, or you can get hand-me-downs. Say you had a sibling and they were in the same grade. You can easily be like, hey, can I wear that? And there you go, that you have your uniform for the year. It kind of ties in with the bullying aspect as well. Everybody's wearing the same thing. Probably everybody's getting hand-me-downs, not new uniforms every year, so there's not much to bully anybody off of. And for the parents, it's very affordable because it's like you don't have to worry about, oh, now I kind of have to get my kids the newest things for school every time. Like, you can reuse, and that really helps in the long-term things in school, because children, they're in school for 9 months. You're going to be wearing the same thing for 9 months. So wanting, something that's easily reliable, it's important for parents. This just all ties into my main thesis, which is that uniforms should be allowed in schools because it helps to easily identify students, reduces bullying, and is more affordable long term. Thank you guys for listening. Bye-bye.